Welcome back to the Andile and Liam show. This show is going to be a pretty funny one. It's basically like SNL, but it's going to be way funnier because I produced it. So let's go ahead and get started.
Afternoon, morning, evening. I'm Blazykins, and I'm the man.
And I'm the man with the accent. Let's get into our Wood Holly news.
Glorilla released a new song, if that's what you want to call it. It absolutely sucks booty cheeks, but she's hot. I will always support my future wife no matter how many times she says, yeah, glow. It's okay, get 'em, glow. You're standing in business with those Chanel shoes.
In other Wood Holly news, Sydney Sweeney recently starred in a Dr. Squatch commercial. I'm not the biggest fan of body wash, but my goodness, after seeing that commercial, I ran to Walmart and slathered it all on my body. It still doesn't mask the smell of chlorine, but I think of Sydney every time I'm in the shower.
Moving on to campus news. The Hounds cleaned the bottom of the pool this weekend during their meet. Haha, get it? Like swept them off their feet? Haha. Anyway, Andile actually swims for the swim team. It was so funny to see him out of breath because it reminded of how winded he gets after walking up the stairs. But I think my favorite part of the meet was watching men's team celebrate in their Speedos.
In other campus news, students are outraged by the food choices in Schwitzer Student Center, TMI. But I haven't been able to get off the toilet for 2 days since eating that meaty breakfast burrito. My girlfriend won't hang out with me until I take an anti-diarrheal drugs. Speaking of campus drugs, Grady the Greyhound got arrested last night for doing zoomies under the influence. Police said he was showing numerous signs of intoxication, including enlarged pupils and bad breath. He was taken into a nearby hospital to get blood drawn to see just how far he was from the legal limit. Test results show that he was indeed not intoxicated, but high off greenies.
Next up, Indiana's bipolar weather. Hint, hint. Indiana's weather is almost as bipolar as my ex-girlfriend. It's currently raining squirrels and giraffes here in Indy. I actually got so soaked walking into this building that I had to wring out my socks. They are currently laying on the floor in my office because I'm a slob. Needless to say, my dogs are barking right now. Ruff, ruff. I'm honestly thinking about putting them in Andile's backpack because it smells like dirty feet in there anyway. He wouldn't notice.
Enough complaining about the rain. And by the way, I don't smell that bad, dude. Anyway, tonight is supposed to be so cold that your nipples will get hard as soon as you step outside. Tomorrow, be sure not to wear a gray shirt or khakis because you'll develop swass. Okay, from experience, khakis and swass Rooney ain't that hot a Rooney. It'll be hotter than a yeehaw hoochie coochie.
All right, enough about weather. It's making me think of my bipolar ex. Let me lock in. Let's discuss what everyone wants to hear. The election is just 14 days away, and people are still eating the dogs. They are eating the dogs and eating the cats and eating the dogs and eating the cats and eating the dogs and eating the cats. Meow. Ruff, ruff.
Well, I grew up in a middle-class family and a middle-class neighborhood. Now let me be clear here. I have a plan when I get into office, but I will not tell you my plan because I do not have one. But let me be clear here. I hate Gen Z. They are stupid, but please vote for me. Did I make that clear?
No. Kamala, it's my turn to speak. Because I was found guilty on 34 felony counts, I think that qualifies me to be president again. With that being said, I have a concept of a plan, but I will not tell you my plan because nor do I have a plan, quite frankly. I deserve to be in office more than you because I'm better looking. My orange spray tan and bleached hair make the women go crazy. In fact, I'm sure it makes your daughter go crazy.
You know, Donald, the election has nothing to do with looks. You fugly as... I want to be clear here that I grew up in a middle-class family, in a middle-class neighborhood, with middle-class food on the table, and with my middle-class dog, who unfortunately passed away due to the Venezuelan feast.
My God, lady, shh. My turn to speak, lady.
Oh, you can see clearly the dawn's early light. What so proudly we haul the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes.
All right, shut up, lady. Are you a friend or a foe? I'm so tired of your cramp, they should have muted your mic. We will be right back after with news, local news.
At 8 a.m. this morning, a fluffy advisory was sent out after 2 police officers witnessed a group of people petting one another and pooping at Garfield Park. When questioned by authorities, the group called themselves fellow furries. They explained that they belonged to the Pussycat and Queens and demanded litter boxes to be put around the city of Indianapolis so that they don't have to poop in the park. Police said it smelled like absolute. They are currently still in custody.
In breaking news, local news breaking, Mr. Dongball has tragically passed away. His wife explained that last night he was eating his nightly Twinkie and thought it would be fun to, quote, deep throat it. His wife explained that sometimes he would get bored and try new activities out for fun. That's one of the reasons why she married him. They planned to slather his body in Twinkie cream prior to his burial.
The way news anchors defame others is truly sick. Liam, you are cancelled. In other news, Naked and Afraid is coming back for a new season. I will be auditioning. I love being naked, and everyone is always afraid. I hope you guys enjoy the show.
Andile, nobody gives a hoot, all right? I will be going on the new season of Survivor because I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up. Woo-hoo. Watch the new season here where I die.
Stay tuned. Next up, right after I shut up my mouth, loud mouth, and stop talking for once, will be a funny segment. Stay tuned to hear me continue blab about my loud mouth.
So now, my favorite segment, it's joke time.
Ah! Your mom. She's a joke.
Hey, cut it out. Not cool. I seriously don't know where to start.
Liam, you're making it harder than it has to be.
That's what she said.
I'm not messing around with you, dude. We need to start the segment. We need to get it going.
That's fine. I'll just go mess around with your mom.
Okay. Anyway, let's get down to business, shall we, partner? Yeehaw, ride 'em, cowboy. I'ma ride 'em all night long. Oh yeah, you shock me all night long, working double on the seduction line.
I'm gonna sit.
Don't you dare, Blazekins. What do mermaids use to wash their hair? Nope. What do mermaids use to wash their fins? Tide.
What?
Tide.
A man assaulted me with milk. You know why?
No.
How dare he? You're like, dared.
Hey, Liam. Why should you never play poker with cows?
Why?
Because the stakes are too high.
Hey, guess how Lady Gaga likes her steak?
Tell me, how does she like her steak, Liam?
Raw, 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 raw.
Hey, on a real note though, I want to go to the aquarium on our business trip, but I don't know. People have said there's something fishy about that place.
Personally, I don't give a flying F about a fish, but I do want to climb that mountain. Hey, Andile, what do you call a laughing mountain?
Tell me, Liam.
Hilarious.
So anyway, dude, last time I went hiking, I got seriously hurt. I explained to my doctor that I broke my arm in 2 different places, and he told me to stop going to those places. So yeah, I haven't been hiking since. I think I fell because I was wearing Velcro shoes. It was such a ripoff.
Bro, your doctor seems like a witch. Hey, what is a witch's favorite subject in school?
I don't know.
Spelling, because abracadabra.
I've been thinking about this one for a while. I have a joke about construction, but I'm still working on it.
Okay, maybe we should just stop.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Next up, we will be talking things about making sense, not at all. Stay tuned, break after Shorty Darty.
They never did found by the way of his house. Firefighters and nut stackers were called to the scene, but left because they got bored. I am also bored. I hate my job as an anchor, and I hate Liam even more.
There was once a man named Ricky D. He lived out in LA, and boy was he free, getting all the ladies every night. And
Liam, you can't be rapping about our boss. As an executive producer, I'd imagine that you'd have any clue about how to stay professional and normal. He will fire us, and I'm scared to lose my job.
I like that you're here, Andile. If it was then, how could it even that if the way there are, if so, then go? If it was truly, truly, truly that it, then we should are the there okay for sure. Ready if we should, I really it okay, and then, and if.
Liam must have gotten nervous, but we're out of time, so we'll just, what he has going to say. Thank you all for tuning in to this special episode of the Andile and Liam show.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate your time. I don't know when the next show will be, but please watch it. From Liam and Andile.
Speaking of campus, what? Am I on one? What am I doing here? Am I on two? Okay.
Yeah.
I hate my life. I feel like I shouldn't. I don't want to exist anymore. Okay.